everybody. Dr. Cat here. You can go the way.
Dr. Tess here. Hope you're doing well. We're apparently feeling a little goofy this evening. So my blood sugar is low because I haven't eaten in a while, so that's my excuse.
Shame.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
Put your hand out.
Okay, so on with the reason we're actually sitting here. We are here to talk today about how your diet might be contributing to your pain, and it may not be the things you think are causing it.
Exactly. So everybody knows that we shouldn't be eating all the sugar that we eat. The problem is the sugar's not just where you think it is. So we all know that when you're scarfing down that pint of Ben & Jerry's, we shall remain nameless, that's obviously creating an issue in your system. You're not built to process sugar like that. And we all know that. We're all going to do it occasionally, but it's not something most of us do every day or even once a week, I hope. The problem is the sugar and all the other stuff that you don't know is there. Even things like, ketchup, right? It's a condiment. We don't typically use a lot unless you're soaking your fries. But
say hi to Joanna.
Hi, Joanna. There is a ton of sugar in ketchup.
It's crazy.
Like there's more sugar than there is tomatoes in ketchup.
Yep. Well, and even things like bread. They put corn syrup in your bread.
Sugar is added to just about everything, especially if it says low fat or fat-free. Yes. Don't even pick it up and put it in the cart. You need the fat. You don't need the sugar that they put in because they took the flavor out when they took the fat out.
Yep, absolutely.
Say hi to Brenda.
Hi, Brenda.
Hi, Brenda.
Hi, Brenda.
So one of the things that kind of drove that point home for me, and obviously, we're educated on this. That doesn't keep us from making the occasional bad choice with our food. It just makes us dumber for doing it. But the reaction that happens, the inflammatory process that happens in your gut when you consume sugar, or just a meal that's generally bad for you, typically because of the sugar that's in it, you have the same inflammatory reaction as you would in your ankle if you sprained your ankle, for example. It's that same trauma. Your gut views that as a trauma to your system. So we don't typically sprain our ankle 3 times a day, 7 days a week. So why are we doing that to our gut? So all these people that have gut issues, the one that I love to hear is when people are like, I'm gluten intolerant. 9 times out of 10, the problem isn't the gluten, it's the sugar that's in with it. So a lot of times when people go to clean up their diet and they get rid of breads and pastas, they're also getting rid of sugars at the same time. So they don't actually realize it's the sugar and not the gluten that's in that bread. So a lot of times you'll find that you don't have to be as restrictive as you think you do to get rid of that inflammatory effect. And it's a systemic effect. So that gut reaction ends up becoming an all over because you are what you eat. So if you're starting that inflammatory process with the sugar in your body, everything about you gets more inflamed more easily and takes longer to recover. And you're doing it however many times a day, you're putting that stuff into your body that's creating that reaction. So all the sodas that you're drinking, the sweet tea, all those things that we're so used to doing, we don't even pay attention. You're just constantly assaulting yourself and never giving yourself a chance to recover.
And we see this all the time. We have patients come in that, they hurt randomly. The pain doesn't seem to be in any one place. It doesn't seem to have any rhyme or reason. Their joints are lined up properly. They're getting massage, but their diets are terrible. And so they start to get that under control. And we actually had a patient come in today, took a week off from her normal eating habits because she just was on vacation and needed to sort of break the plateau, I guess, that she was in. And about 4 days into her vacation, she started feeling the pain again. And so that's a really good indication that our diets contribute a lot to chronic pain levels.
Probably as much, if not more, than the bad positions that we put ourselves in, or all the things that we talk about biomechanically are second fiddle really to the inflammation, because we're built to move. We're built to be able to handle those things and recover from them quickly. So if you aren't recovering from, if it takes you 3 days to recover from doing a little yard work, chances are it's a dietary problem. And newsflash, we can't fix that.
Nope, that's on you.
We can give you ideas, we can give you suggestions, we can be your cheering squad, but in the end, it's up to you what you put in your mouth.
Yep, you got to make choices. So read labels. I guarantee you'll find sugar in places you never thought it was there. Right.
Eat from the outside of the store, right? Avoid all the
Yes.
packaged processed stuff, because if
Yep.
it can last on a shelf for 6 months, you probably shouldn't be putting it in your body.
Yeah.
Often.
Okay.
You're going to do it occasionally.
And we're going to wrap this up because we've been chatting forever. So we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.